Yo, are you ready for the Astro-Weather Weekend? August 15th, 16th, 17th, Taurus Gemini moon, Leo season. And the Taylor twins had a really fun birthday, and it continues Friday and Saturday. BigEAstro Astrology. Grand Rising, good people. It's Eric Taylor, BigEAstro Astrology. How you doing? Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted, but I am here, and it's Leo season. The moon's in Taurus at 15 degrees. We're talking about Friday the 15th. I'm gonna play Jason. All right, Leo season. Happy birthday to the Leos. Thank you for all the birthday wishes and love. Oh my God, it was so much. For my boys, Jackson and Mateus, the Taylor twins, turned 12 years old. We're really celebrating tonight because last night was so busy because they had football practice. Their grandma took them. My wife and I, we had to go to their parent-teacher conference night and, meet the teachers. And, school just started for us. So it was vindication and, and all that stuff. I've been dealing with drama. We got them out of the class with the bad teacher and they're in a new class. And the comedy is, other kids want to leave too. So we were not lying. We were not wrong. She's got some issues, but I pray for her too. All right. So what's tonight? Come on. You don't want to miss it. The special live stream event for episode 369 with Micah Dank, author of Into the Rabbit Hole book series. He's written 8 of the 9 book series. Incredible. And you can get it from him. Right? You could PayPal him and get the digital or the audio. So we'll talk about that. He's got a special offer for that. He's an astrotheologist and he really shows how astrology is encoded in the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, the Book of Gilgamesh, Enoch, all the ancient texts, Emerald tablets. It's kind of powerful, Now, look, I'm not saying I agree with 100% of what he says, but it makes you really think and it makes you really see how the Bible was a survival book, and the ancients, they learned everything to survive as above, so below, and they looked up in the sky and saw the zodiac and the constellations and the stars and eclipses. And that is, how, for real. And so you see it. So you're going to learn a lot tonight. It's mind-blowing. It may be jarring for some people. Some people may not like it. There's a lot of programming in the subconscious mind for all of us, indoctrination, right, of dogmatic religious beliefs, and I'm not here to judge or knock anybody for what they believe. So I want you to know that because to me, I still tell people I am a Christian, I'm just awakened, you know what I mean? But really, I follow the word and the teachings of Yeshua, right? So, but, whether you follow Buddha, Muhammad, no God, whatever it is, you want to be pure in your heart. And I think that's what it's all about. So let's get to the chart. Venus is still moving in Cancer. Hope you guys did good with that conjunction. And hopefully you go and subscribe and go like and comment on my new video, my new channel, Stars and Cards Lounge. This is Elena from Searchlight Tarot and Eric from BigEAstro Astrology. And we're coming together. Our first official video will come out on the eclipse on the 23rd. Got another behind the scenes fun bloopers coming out on the 19th. And our first live will be September 19th. You don't want to miss it, okay? It's a lot of fun. It's good. We're going to have fun on the channel, but we're still going to give you the astrology and the tarot and teach it, but a lot of fun. So I hope you come and join us and subscribe over there. It's already growing, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be something. But make sure you subscribe to my channel, BigEAstro Astrology, and thank you for new subscribers, for following and watching. I do the Astro Weather every Monday and Friday, the week, Monday through Thursday, the weekend, Friday through Sunday. And I think we're going to see some interesting things when the moon hits Sedna and Uranus on, Saturday, going into Sunday. So let's get to this Taurus moon, right? 15 degrees. It'll finish up at around 21 East Coast, maybe 22 West Coast. Then when you wake up tomorrow morning, and let's say if it's even at 21, it'll be around 27. So we'll be in the Gemini moon, tomorrow afternoon around, between 4 and 5 p.m. Eastern. All right. So let's get to the chizzy for the Taurus Gemini moon weekend. Thank you for the love and support for the Taylor twins. They have their seafood boil tonight. I don't mess with that, but I'm going to have my clams and scallops on the side, okay? And, just excited. We got wonderful Japanese birthday cake for them, a rye pastry in Tempe. They are the best. If you want really good cakes that are very pure and not too heavy in sugar, ancient family recipe, oh my God, they are the bomb. If you ever come out here to Phoenix or Scottsdale or Tempe, you want to go to a rye pastry down in Tempe. So good. Not too far from ASU. So, Astro-Weather Week, we got Trump and Putin. We got this and that. We got all this tough talk and rhetoric. Let's see what the chart's saying about what's going on in the Matrix. Astro-Weather Weekend. The 15th, 16th, 17th. Happy birthday, Leos. And Leos, hit me up. The birth chart sale, Eric at BigEAstro.com. And we got new tribe members in the community this week. So make sure you join the tribe, the community. It goes up in equinox, either $18 or $5 a month. Everybody that joins now, that price locks in. The premium, $18, you get both coffee talks for free, whether you come or not. They just get sent to you. Discounts from Sabale Pure, 20% off, 10% from me. Even in the basic, you get to be a part of all the groups, and you get discounts from my podcast guests, especially amazing people like Smoot the Creator, Joseph Octaviani from Life to Plant Way, and others. So enjoy. And that's www.community.BigEAstrology.com. And our next tribe meeting is Friday night, the 22nd, 7 p.m. Eastern, talking about light language, and we may get into some alien UFO stories. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And then Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, 65 minutes, only $13. The mini coffee talk, the transit of Saturn re-entering Pisces from September 1st to February 20th, 2026. Put them in the mix. Let's get to the chart. Astro-Weather Weekend. All right, forget about a Friday, baby. I'm going to have some chocolate cake tonight. Earl Grey cake and a golden caramel cake. Oh, my God. These boys. We got 2 mini cakes, so the family can partake in different cakes, and that's going to be fun. And then their friends are coming over on Saturday, and they got 6 from new friends. Can I tell you, the Taylor twins, those Leos, they make friends fast. I'm so proud of them and so excited. And Mateus stood up to the principal and the teacher, and he's a good kid. He is definitely Eric and Alana's son. So you see Mars in Libra now, right? Obviously it's been here, but at 5 degrees, right, it's really pulled away. So you're not going to feel, that opposition anymore, right? It's starting to move away, 4-degree orb. But it's going in the opposite direction, pulling away. And so, I think we're kind of out of that. After today, and when it gets to 6 degrees, I would say, for the opposition, yeah, you could feel it up to 5 or 7. But, you could still have some lingering stuff through the weekend, just in terms of what's fair and balanced and just. And you may even see that, with negotiations without Ukrainian's President Zelensky, that Putin and Trump are, hey, we're going to do whatever, and we're not caring about the land you want to keep, and yada, yada. So, but it's been an interesting week, because also the Pluto in Aquarius retrograde, right, has been opposing Mercury. And so you're hearing different stuff, right? Hunter Biden and Melania got beef. You got, and that's starting to pull away. But you've got, stuff about, oh my God, I forgot who it was. Some other celebrities. Remember I told you celebrities, somebody got divorced or was cheated. I really don't pay attention. I heard something, but I'm sorry. But you're going to get a lot more, but it's starting to dissipate. But revelation and truth, right? Oh, there's beef with RFK about this universal vaccine thing, and sadness for the officer, the brother down in Atlanta at Emory at CDC's campus for that terrible thing, and he passed away or whatever. So, there's just, and that was like last week, but that was kind of as the retrograde was ending and opposing. So, there's just a lot energetically going on right now. But this Taurus moon is really to help us ground, into really this new reality and this new earth. Okay, we've got to kind of reimagine more than the five senses, because we have 6, 7, 8 senses, right? Forgot the total number. I think it may be up to 8. I can't remember, but even tapping into that intuition, your sixth sense, but having a sensory diet and being able to talk to the trees, the wind, the plants, the mycelium network, it's important. Like, there's wisdom in nature, right? And get the so-called weeds are good remedies for health, like the dandelion and different things. So this Taurus moon is really grounding us, and it's exalted, right? From from 10 to 23 degrees. So it's all exalted Friday, okay? And as we go to bed, you'll be feeling the square to the Leo moon. So late Friday night, there could be some, just stubborn things about who's more powerful in money. So that could be out in public, or if you're at a club or a bar, watch the Friday night fights, okay? That's actually a real thing going into Saturday morning, that's square. But the Taurus moon is trining this Virgo South Node, okay? So that's actually really nice, and there could be some things that come back up with your mother or with your home or gardening or nature that you need to let go and release. We had a huge rainstorm here in Arizona last night. The house was shaking with the thunder and lightning. Literally, it was crazy. And unfortunately, I've had 13 surgeries, so when it rains, it's refreshing and nice, and it cooled it down. The high is only like 99 today and 95 tomorrow, which, trust me, we're coming from just a week or so ago, 115, 117. That is a huge shift, almost 20 degrees. And when it's under 100 and even in the 90s, out here in the dry heat, it feels good. But it was humid and rainy. I was throbbing last night. It did not feel so nice. I had my ice. I got ice on my feet right now. I had my ice and stuff, dealing with the pain. So, but the moon trining the South Node, there's some memories that may come online. But this is also an opportunity to really do some purification of the gut. And also your values. Really, journal and get grounded in the fact that you are a special being, right? And that Christ consciousness is within you. So really, open up that green heart chakra and come into the physical container and, connect to nature. That's always going to be a positive thing. So that's going to be really nice today. You feel that this afternoon. And, obviously we still having Cancer. Venus is pulling away, but we're still coming off this beautiful energy this week of Venus, and see Mercury is starting to move, but Venus, Jupiter, dog star Sirius. So now, Venus is 4 degrees, but it's still in a conjunction. So Venus, Jupiter, Cancer is still a good time for manifesting a new car, home, new course, going back to school, classes. This is good for the college students that are going back this weekend or next week. A lot of kids are going back to college. They start, 18, 19, 20th, around there. So this is a really good time because they start in school next week. Freshman orientation, I still remember. I get chills thinking about it. I love college. I went to Sullivan County Community College, and then I went to the University of Maryland at College Park. And I was doing my master's at Utah State, and stuff like that. So, but we kind of stopped and didn't finish that, but that's okay. So Venus, Jupiter, Cancer, and you're having a sextile. the moon is sextiling Jupiter and Venus. So there's a lot of harmonious aspects. Friday's a good day. It's a good day for a seafood boil and cake for the Taylor boys. But we'll talk about this Gemini moon tomorrow hitting Uranus. All right, so have a good Friday. It's date night, it's parties, it's celebration, sweets. I'm going to have some cake. I'll let you know how good it was. And just thank you for the love for the Taylor twins. And it seems like things are going to settle down nicely at school. And met amazing teachers, like really amazing teachers. And can I just say, like, good teachers, you guys are the best. You know, I was a really good teacher. My students still reach out and speak to me and love me. But like, I loved my kids, you know what I mean? And I taught quote unquote normal kids for a few years. Taught acting to 9, 11-year-olds, and then I worked with 3 and 4-year-olds, pre-K and stuff like that. But then I also worked with multiply severely disabled children in the Bronx for 10 years. And that was from ages 3 to 21. And I had all types of Down syndrome, Tourette's, MR, autism, cerebral palsy. And they were just, they grabbed my heart. They were amazing. And it's God's work, you know. So, but just lift up teachers, man, you know, because we're losing a lot of good ones. And there's a lot who, unfortunately, are bad. You know, it's just like the cop. You know, you can't. When systems are corrupt, and that's part of the saying goodbye to this Piscean age with these eclipses. You can't hold on and be like, oh, but there's good ones, you know, but not when the system's corrupt. Because if they're trying to keep their job, they have to fall into line with the corruption. So it's time to be real and honest, and we got to be adults. Just because you were taught something, just because you mastered something, PhD'd something, you also learned and mastered a lot of lies. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you, it's the reality. And the more you're open to hearing and receiving and learning new things, you see that. Oh, let's check in on Lilith in Scorpio. Remember I told you to December 20th, I think. So, but it's the true black moon Lilith is back in Scorpio. Okay, so it is also, I guess yesterday coming off that opposition to the Taurus moon. All right, let's get to Saturday the 16th. All right, BigEAstro Astrology. Pew. All right, Seeker Saturday, baby. How you guys doing? Astro-Weather Weekend, Sábado, August 16th. We're halfway through. I guess we're really halfway through summer, you know, and it's winding down because, well, more than halfway through summer, but halfway through Leo season, and then we have 21 days of summer in September. So this is like barely like a month and a half, 15, yeah, like a month and a half left of summer. So hope you guys have been enjoying it. You see the Mars moving in Libra. So the pull away is really, you know, now, like I said, maybe even Sunday. The Taurus moon, so made it to 29 degrees. Okay, so then basically like around 1 o'clock, okay, we're going to have that Gemini moon. So anything could happen, and we could have some extreme weather on Saturday. I haven't checked the weather reports, but I'm telling you now, there could be some extreme flooding, starting of tornadoes and hurricanes. So just be smart and safe, and just calm your nervous system on Saturday. Breath work in the morning, going for a walk, 9 a.m., 12 noon, really around 1. Between like 1 and 4, you're going to feel the moon. You're going to feel the moon in conjunction to Uranus and Sedna. So that could be pretty, a lot of downloads and maybe some innovative thoughts and ideas for doing some things to healing your body. You know, sometimes you don't pop a pill. Maybe you rub some Tiger Balm on your thing, or maybe you cut some onions and put it on your feet. You know, I'm not a doctor. It's not medical advice. Check with their doctors. But, you know, hey, Think food for thought. So, but be intentional about keeping the breath going. Oh wow, Venus is moving quicker now, and Jupiter's still. Remember, Jupiter's in Cancer to June 30th, 2026. So it's really an increase of the emotional intelligence, the divine feminine. What's making you feel safe and secure. Okay, and we say goodbye to this Taurus moon, and then we get to the Gemini moon for what? Basically, Saturday, half of Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay, so you're going to have a Gemini, Cancer, Leo moon week. All right, and then you get ready for the 23rd, Saturday, the Virgo solar eclipse, and the first official video of Stars and Cards Labs. So there you go. And listen, not only is Micah Dank part 1 Friday night, Sunday night, part 2, 7 p.m. Eastern, and then Monday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, Sarah Ashley, brilliant astrologer, and maybe she's going by Sarah Ashley Murray now. I got to check with her. But Sarah Ashley, she is an intuitive, an astrologer, and she's amazing. But we're going to talk about really the closing of the Piscean age and the Virgo solar eclipse and Pisces lunar eclipse. So that's going to be really fun. I'm really looking forward to that. And, one thing I want you guys to remember, this Lilith moving along in Scorpio and the Mars is also coming away from that trine to Pluto and Uranus. And so you're not going to really be feeling that anymore. But I wonder how you guys have been feeling like the last week with your thought and even communications. Because some gifts and stuff from this, full moon we just had could literally, be coming online of clairaudience, claircognitive, mental telepathy. And just getting a lot of quick thoughts and ideas. Mars, Pluto, and Uranus, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, that's powerful. It's explosive, stuff. Really interesting stuff going on with XRP and crypto. So, get in if you're trying to get something. Talking to me too. And check out Portia Cooper. Okay, because we're getting ready to take a crypto course from her, but she's got a lot of stuff. So you can, the soulcardstudio.com, Portia Cooper, she's amazing. Support her, and she's an amazing astronumerologist, but she teaches people about crypto and real estate. She's a Taurus. You gotta trust that. She's brilliant. Okay. So, and she's been on the podcast and she'll be on again. She's amazing. And don't forget, oh my God, so next week, not only Sarah Ashley on Monday, on Thursday the 21st, Jazz Aphrodite, connecting the cardology, numerology, and astrology and revealing what they say about Angie Stone's passing. Yeah, there was some foul play there, and same with Malcolm Jamal Warner, and she's going to break it down. Okay, so we'll be seeing. That's going to be amazing, and that is, I believe, Thursday the 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then I've got Amy Robeson coming on. Oh my God, she's an energy worker and Akashic Records teacher and just light language. She's amazing, and she's coming on, I think, the 29th. Okay, so we got a lot. And then September 2nd. Right after Labor Day, Tuesday, to preview the NFL season, we have Numeralytics, Queen Bee, and BigEAstrology talking about the NFL 2025 season and making Super Bowl predictions and all that stuff. So I got to get ready for that myself. All right, let's get to Sunday. There's a lot going on Saturday. And I'll just be working and reach out. Book your Leo birth chart sale or book any of my chart readings, the moon tracking, unconscious soul chart connected to the gene keys, giving you a new birthday, 88 days, when your soul is fully formed in your body before your birth. It enters earlier, but that's when it's fully formed. Let's get to Sunday the 17th and Micah Dank Part 2, 7 p.m. Eastern. Big E Astrology. Pew! All right, sleep on it. Sunday. And remember, Saturday is the day of Saturn, so you can work out and day of faith and spiritual discipline. But this Gemini moon. Well, we told you it was going to come in yesterday, right? And I should have told you from the 29, it would have finished up at about 5 or 6 degrees. Or actually, it probably, finished up at 7 or 8, and then now it's at 14. So the Gemini moon will finish up at around 21 degrees on Sunday. Okay, so it should be about 27, the most 28 on Monday morning. Okay, so that's going to get us into the Cancer moon. Now, is that right? Let me see, 14, 21, that'll be about 20. Yeah, so in the afternoon, you'll get into the Cancer moon, which will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the Leo moon for Thursday. There you go. Bum, Big E Astrology. So, like I said, a Gemini, Cancer, Leo moon week. And, everything's moving. Mercury's starting to, move a little. So, it's 6 degrees Leo. Just like the Mars. And remember, with this Leo being in the third decan, it's the Leo Aries decan. And we're getting closer to the cusp. The Virgo Leo cusp, very powerful, right? Bill Clinton, Dave Chappelle, Kobe Bryant, a lot of interesting people. I think Blake Lively. But this is the 25th. And you'll even hear Micah Dank talk about the cusp being really 6 days. I like to use the 5-day orb. But, it really is that 28, 29, 0, 1, 2, 3 degrees. 1, 2, and then the 3 degrees is Jupiter when you're really ingressed into the sign. So, it's connected in the text to the cusp of the sign. So it's powerful. So this basically means for Sunday. So Monday will be 26, Tuesday. So Wednesday will start the cusp of exposure. Okay. And remember, the birth chart sale ends the 21st at midnight and may extend it to the 22nd. And Virgos, you start the 22nd as well, even though it's late night. So, and Virgo season really starts, the 23rd on the eclipse, 0 degrees, but it comes in late night on the 22nd. Remember, we're coming off of a leap year, so things are a little off, but just pay attention to that. The Mars now stayed at the 6th degree, so that'll be interesting. Maybe one last kind of push against harmony and peace, and that's the talk about going to G City, and not wanting to allow media in. And Trump said, no, media should be in. Well, Mercury's direct now, so, and that's the thing. Why don't you want media in? Because you don't want people to see the truth of a G? What's going on? I don't know. We're almost up to 2 years of this silliness. And I just, if it's taking you this long to see what's been going on is wrong, then I don't know what to say. And if you still don't think anything wrong is going on, then I really don't know what to say to you. It's whoa. Life doesn't matter. Humanity, journalists, one of the most popular journalists just died. I think he's from Al Jazeera. He was from Palestine. It just, God bless people. I got love for all sides, but I don't love war, you guys. I'm all about peace. So, remember the Chiron's retrograding. Okay? And, you're going to see the sun is in that trine to Chiron. And you're going to feel that the next 4 days. And really, it's an invitation, an opportunity through, trying to heal and awaken your heart chakra that you are an independent, being. You need to become more free and sovereign, but you can heal those childhood wounds. But it's got to take movement. It's got to take action, right? We must initiate. And remember, fire signs and air signs and masculine energy, it's not easy, not male, masculine, action-orientated, outgoing to be introspective. But that's going to be the key to the healing. So you've got this 4-day window to really take advantage of that trine, to do something from your heart and play and write letters to your younger self that could really help, okay? So let's see if Pluto's moved or Lilith. And Lilith was kind of squaring Pluto for a minute. I didn't mention that for you guys. Now it's at 9 degrees, so it's not really. And the Juno moving slow. Slow, Juno, you know. And watch that episode 368. All right, I just did Black Moon, Lilith, Pluto, and Juno and Leo. It was really good. Now, I got to put in the time code. We didn't really get into like 56 minutes in to really start it, but yeah, it was good. So, yeah, that's about it. I remember with Uranus still trining Pluto, there's a lot of, I still think there's energy for people to awaken, or at least a lot of downloads from higher consciousness, and just, you hear the rumors of the different aliens and, the quote unquote black or the, copper colored skin aliens coming back and this and that. And listen, nothing surprises me. You're going to see some strange, unusual things. These planetary alignments support it, but you also have to watch out for being manipulated with Project Bluebeam and, the government and stuff like that, with fake ships and stuff like that. Eisenhower has been in touch since back then, right? So, we are not alone. We are the aliens. And, I don't know, Galactic Federation, Anunnaki, Palladian, who's coming, Arcturians. But we got to be vibrating right. We have to choose and be maniacal, intentional about choosing authenticity, love, gratitude, and joy. Being kind to your strangers and neighbors. It doesn't take anything to make someone feel good and be a smile. Wifey gave all the teachers last night organic lip balm from Sabale Pure. And they were like, I've never gotten a gift at parent-teacher night. And, it's kind of like, it's not like, oh, make sure you look out for my kid. It's like, we see you and we appreciate you, right? My mother taught 35 years. I taught 13 years. I want these teachers to know that it's a team effort. We value you educating our boys. And so it was a great little gift. I can't give them like a free astrology reading, and they may not like astrology, but organic, vegan body skincare lip balm, and her lip balms are the best. They were all like, oh my God, this looks beautiful. Her packaging is. And so, go check out Wifing. I'll give you the website when we get back. But so Astro-Weather Weekend, enjoy this Sunday, and the moon should finish up at about 21 degrees in Gemini. All right? Enjoy it. 15th, 16th, 17th, Astro-Weather Weekend, and let's ground and communicate to nature. You got it. BigEAstrology. Peace. That's it. Astro-Weather Weekend. So like I was saying, the teachers were blown away. And, I'm proud of my wife. She was calm during the meeting. And, you mess with, don't mess with the Pisces babies. Leo mothers, Pisces mothers, Taurus mothers, all the mothers really. But there's certain moms like simply not having it with her Sag moon. But, yeah, so it's www.sabalepure.com, SABALI pure.com. I kind of did a little script. Sabalepure.com, organic and vegan body and skincare. She's got the trace mineral deodorant. And please don't start your kids off with chemicals. Give them the real good stuff. And it's better than a lot of those brands that say that they're natural. You have to read the ingredient list. My wife teaches that whole ingredients. You got to read it. But she's also got, the tooth powder, really good. Helps to, take care of the teeth and the gums. Takes away morning breath. The seasonal lip balms that are so, yummy and chunky and thick. Okay, these are really good. And then her hair, face, and body oil, which I need to get some more of. My wife be denying me. And all that good stuff. So enjoy your Taurus Gemini moon weekend, Leo season. We still got Venus and Jupiter in Cancer, so still stay connected to the heart chart. Keep your car clean. It helps with the money and their love language, okay? And yeah, we're gonna do some cleaning of the home today. It's Friday. It's cake night. It's seafood boil night. It's the Taylor twins' birthday party continuing all weekend long. I'll be here Monday, tired again. Astro-Weather Weekend, BigEAstro Astrology. Peace. And email me if you want the birth chart sale, Leo, Sun, Moon, Risings, natal chart, solar return, second day progression. And please go to my website, sign up for the newsletter. Probably have one coming out next week, and just explore. All right? I appreciate you. I love you. BigEAstrology. Astrology.